That's not fair, and that's not right. Transitioning to a stupid list. I didn't even touch the Eastern Conference part of this list because the only thing I saw was the top team in the Eastern Conference, which they correctly predicted to be the Boston Celtics. Okay, this article came out on ESPN Plus about projected wins according to analytics for each team. You know who they have first in the Western Conference? The Phoenix Suns. Yes, that team that got obliterated in a Game 7 at home against the Dallas Mavericks. That team at home obliterated in a Game 7 against the Dallas Mavericks. Make that make sense. And they got their own turmoil going on with Robert Sarver. More on that at a later date. The second place team they have is the Denver Nuggets. I can totally understand that. The third place team that they have, and I can't believe I'm going to say this aloud. I couldn't believe it when I said it this morning. But the third place team is the New Orleans Pelicans. Let me say that again. The New Orleans Pelicans is who they have as their third place team. Really? You actually believe Zion Odin is actually going to put in a full season? I don't. I'm old and I'm old school. I used to live in Missouri. Show me. Show me that Zion Odin, and those of you who caught it this morning, caught the reference. Show me that Zion Odin is actually going to put in a full season. Fourth place team they have is the Memphis Grizzlies, who I think should be second on this list. And I got a great question from one of my faithful followers. Who set up this list? ESPN Plus did. ESPN Plus set up the list, which should tell you everything you need to know. Because since ESPN took the NBA contract in 2003, all you know what has broken loose. Because a certain player made an appearance 20 years ago in 2003. And as a friend of mine's introduction to a certain segment on my show says, there's no end in sight. Absolutely none. The fifth place team they have in the Western Conference. Y'all ready for this one? The Minnesota Timberwolves. What? Riddle me this. Who the hell do they have? Okay, whom do they have that can actually make an impact on that team? I mean, they celebrated a play-in win like the Minnesota Vikings won 4 Super Bowls. Thank you to popular YouTuber Urinating Tree for that reference. Really? How do you explain Minnesota being in the 5th spot? How do you explain that? You know, the voice of the University of Michigan, the former voice of the University of Michigan, said it best. I don't know what to say. And I truly don't know what to say. Let me get to 6, 7, and 8. The 6th place team is the Los Angeles Clippers. Come on, man. The Los Angeles Clippers with Pandemic P and no Lou Williams. What? And we don't even know if Kawhi's going to play this year. We don't even know if Kawhi's going to play this year. Do we actually care? No. Kawhi got his bag. Unfortunately, he's wasting it in Los Angeles. If he'd had only stayed in Toronto. The 7th place team they have is the Dallas Mavericks. And remember, Dallas lost Jalen Brunson to the New York Knicks. They lost Jalen Brunson in a form of tampering, of course, to the New York Knicks. Which begs the question, how are the Knicks going to use Jalen Brunson? I'd love to see it happen. It's the number 8 team that had me angry this morning. You know the number 8 team they had in this ranking? The defending world champion Golden State Warriors. Unbelievable, isn't it? They have the Golden State Warriors at number 8 in their analytical ranking. And they have them projected to win, ready for this, 41 games. There was a pundit last year that only had them winning 39 games. 39. And if memory serves me correctly, the Warriors were 14 over that and won 53. Now to the ridiculous part of this conversation. The 9th place team. And people are going to be surprised, but yet not surprised. And that is the Los Angeles Lakers. Oh, brother. Do they want to see LeBron succeed in his 20th season that badly that they put them in the play-in round with the defending world champions? I'm going to make a bold prediction here, and I mean very, very bold. If the Lakers win 35 games this year, I'll be surprised. I said it, and I meant every word of it. If the Lakers win 35 games this year, I will be surprised. Because that core is as old as dirt, and the front office is stupid for keeping them. I'd have been the firing squad if I were the Los Angeles Lakers. After what happened this past year, when pundits were predicting them to win the NBA championship, at worst appear in the NBA finals. And then there is the curious case of one Kendrick Perkins. Why do I say this is a curious case? I will describe this the best way I know how, and that is to use a sound from my partner, Cole Johnson, the super producer, or one of the super producers of my morning program. And I'll never forget how Cole voiced this. When he said, quote, Kendrick Perkins, how can I put this succinctly? Oh, yeah, you tripping. I'll say it again. Kendrick Perkins, how can I put this succinctly? Oh, yeah, you tripping. And to the person who did these rankings, how can I put this succinctly? Oh, yeah, you tripping. That's what's going to happen to the Lakers. It's going to be a lot of, we will see you tomorrow night. And a lot of Laker fans are going to look at this team and go, what is it, man? Or they're going to say this. What the They were saying it last year. They were saying this.
What the hell is going on?
And Stephen A wants them to succeed so badly so he can go to finals games in Los Angeles, and he wound up going to San Francisco. Sucker. Laker fans, listen to me and listen to me carefully. Just remember,
the truth shall make you free.
And with that Laker team, all I say is,
this you gotta see to believe.
Sometimes with the lineups that, and I'm stopping at 9 because it's ridiculous to think that the Fakers are going to do anything this year. Because with the lineups that they put on the floor, thank you, Wise, the LA Fakers, absolutely. With the lineups that they put on the floor, you would think this was happening. Yeah, they're spinning the slots. The time has come for us to admit that the clock is ticking on LBJ and the Fakers. Just realize it, Faker fans. Just remember,
the truth shall make you free.
Say it again. Just remember,
the truth shall make you free.
Feel better coming up in 180 seconds from now. And I want to thank you all for allowing me this platform and for my first appearance in the International Podcast Day. I need to thank my brother Wise. He is your host, WIZE, for putting this in my head. And let me thank everyone that's involved for allowing me to be silly and allowing me to talk NBA and for allowing me to be me. Well, my time is up and it's about time for me to get on out of here. And I know the clock is ticking, so I'm going to get on out of here. I want to thank you all for joining me. And Feel Better is next. Thank you all very much. I appreciate you. I love you guys. And this has been a very special edition of Snowman in the Morning Plus.